Hi, I'm Kathy from Online Fabric Store. I was trying to figure out a way to let my cats enjoy some nip without making a mess, and thought, what would happen if I sandwiched some of that good stuff between fabric? Well, it turned out to be pretty simple to do. If you're someone like me who doesn't really know a whole lot about sewing, but you still want to make something special for your fur babies, this is the tutorial for you. So, let's get started.
Here are the materials you'll need: a cutting mat and rotary cutter, a ruler, fleece fabric, cotton fabric, natural laundry detergent, pins, thread, and also sew-on Velcro and catnip, which are optional. First, pre-wash your fabric. I chose to use a natural laundry detergent that's free from fragrances and dyes because I knew my cats would be trying to bite and rub on the fabric. They can be pretty particular when it comes to new scents, and I can't imagine regular laundry detergent tasting all that good. So, you're welcome, cats. Measure and cut a 12.5 by 17-inch piece out of each of your fabrics. I'm using fleece and a matching cotton print. If you want to be able to put fresh catnip into the blanket, you may want to add a Velcro opening. Cut out a 4-inch strip of both the hook and loop sew-on Velcro. With the wrong side of my cotton print facing up, I'm going to fold back a little more than 3/4 of an inch on one of the shorter sides. Pin the hook side of the Velcro about 3 inches away from the left corner and about 1/8 of an inch from the top. On the fleece fabric, wrong side facing up, I'm going to fold over a little more than 3/4 of an inch as well, but I'm going to pin the loop side of the Velcro 3 inches away from the right corner this time. You'll see why in a second. Sew the Velcro to each piece of fabric. Don't forget to backstitch. It might look better if the Velcro is centered on the fabric, but I think it might be more difficult for my cat to open the Velcro if it's slightly off-center. Take both pieces of fabric, right sides facing each other, and pin them together. Make sure the Velcro lines up and both pieces are facing outward. Sew around the edge starting at one end of the Velcro and stop at the other. Use an 1/8 inch seam allowance on the Velcro side so it aligns with the top stitching of the Velcro. Use a 1/4 inch seam allowance on the other 3 edges. Turn the blanket right side out and poke out the corners. You'll want to snip the corners before you turn it out. Top stitch around the edges with a 3/4 inch seam allowance. Make sure not to sew the opening shut. Add as much catnip as you want to the blanket, close it up, and you're done. If you're making a blanket without an opening, here's what you need to do. Pin your fabric together right sides facing. About halfway in on one of the shorter sides, sew down the edge with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Remember to backstitch. Leave an opening of about 4 inches. For either version of this blanket, you'll want to snip the corners before you turn it out. Be careful not to cut the stitch. Turn the blanket right side out and poke out the corners. Fold the opening in on itself and top stitch around the entire perimeter. It doesn't matter where you start and stop the seam, but it's less noticeable near a corner.
You could also adjust the size to accommodate for all different kinds of creatures, big and small. I'm sure that dogs and small critters alike would love a fashionable handmade blanket to rub their butts on. Either way, I hope your pet will love it. Thanks for watching this OFS project.